Maybe right now.
Are we
It's
on?
right now.
Thanks. Yep.
Yay!
Yeah, maybe he's-
We're on in 10 seconds. 10 seconds ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Did I get it right the last time we no, I think I think I got it wrong as well.
I think
Anyway,
you
look,
have
it's the
right.
grand old tradition of us never really knowing how to start this.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yay!
Great.
Nobody would be aware at this point that we can't hear Oddish.
Yes. Have we not
Just really
just
quiet all the time.
drawn attention to it?
You're so quiet.
Well,
Oddish is an itty bitty mouse tonight, everybody.
Oh, cute.
What a cute little patootie.
I'll say really abusive things.
No.
Is there a way to
Okay,
turn
it
her
does
up?
show up in the subs.
yeah, it's at least it's registering there.
Yeah.
I guess.
Crack on, she'll figure it out. And if she doesn't, you know,
Is it the gain on your
Very
microphone?
I don't even have any of those settings. It's literally like on my headset.
Hang on, I need to get my D&D Beyond up.
Okay, well, while you frantically Google that and try to figure out how to fix it, I reckon we crack on.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chapter 21 of Book 3, Rise of the Forsaken, The Silver Stairs, and a couple of things just to mention very, very quickly. They all just out of my head there. Literally, just as I was like, I've got a couple of things to tell you, and I cannot remember what they are. They were literally gone. No. First things first, and we'll do this at the top of the show. If you are looking to get your hands on a very snazzy campaign planner or a player's notebook, then we recommend you check out The Rook and the Raven. Do not show the level page. Resist.
What level
the urge
page?
to I don't know that page.
That one?
That one.
That one.
That one. Yeah. You
Yeah.
should really ask.
do they all come with that?
No,
it's
mine's special.
just Fiona's. Is
Just mine.
special for her.
Wow.
Yeah, whether you're a DM or a player and you want to keep track of a game and your sessions or your world building or your character's development, then you can pick up a totally customizable notebook from The Rook and the Raven. And if you use the code D8Dungeon at the checkout, you will get a discount. So,
And if you buy one, you can tell your DM, Fiona says you get a level.
Can I get a level?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm assuming you have other DMs, Kat, because I'm not giving you one. There's a give her a level for 50 likes. How many followers do we have here on Twitch? What are we up to? Does anybody know? Is there a way to check that really
I don't
quickly?
know.
Hold on. If you're saying if there's more than 50, I get a level?
I'm not giving you.
Oh
a
no,
level.
absolutely not.
If it's
Absolutely don't do that.
established.
All the charity streams and stuff we have. So we
233.
Okay. So, right. I will give you a level, Fiona, if you get us to 300 by the end of the year.
End of the year?
Here.
End of the year.
Okay, hold on. I'm just going to go into every single Discord server that I'm in right now.
No, can we actually just play the game first, and then you
Okay.
can do that after the fact?
Just me.
Just you. You
What
get
about
us to
me?
you get us to 300, and I will give you a level.
Okay.
For every
And-
person she gets subscribed, I'm going to get someone to unsubscribe.
I was gonna play with the dice that Melissa made me for my birthday tonight, but now they're going in the trash.
Now, miss, I gave you 20 quid to make them unbalanced and always roll one.
Oh,
right?
I only make unbalanced dice.
Okay, great.
The friendship dice that James got me. So it's one side is Umbra and one side is Nora, and they click together. And I asked, could I have Umbra's 20 because I never roll 20s. So
I was about to say, oh, they're kissing, and I'm like, no.
In a familial way.
in a very nice, friendly brother sister embrace.
In a handshake sort of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I don't roll any 20s tonight, it's entirely James and Melissa's fault.
Oh no.
Fantastic. We kind of went completely off topic there. But the Rook and the Raven, and if you use the code D8 Dungeon, you will get a discount at the checkout. And speaking of discounts, if you caught us the last time, we had some interesting news to share with y'all, and that is that we are now in the Dakota Irish Guild.
Yo,
And, that is super cool because we are big fans of Dakota Irish. And if you're not, you're about to be, because not only do we have a 50% discount code for the Rook and the Raven, but if you're looking to get some dice for Christmas, or get your DM or your players dice for Christmas, or you want to buy me dice for Christmas, I don't know, I love dice for Christmas. If you head on over to Dakota Irish and you use the code D8 Dungeon there, you will qualify for a 10% discount off your order. Now, that is as far as I'm aware, it's a one-time thing with the code, and the code will expire at the end of this month. Not at the end of this month, at the end of December. So use it while it is there, everybody. So do check out those two awesome companies. We use their stuff, and that's spiel. Really looking forward to tonight with the whole gang back.
Everybody's back together.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If you're out there, whatever time of the day it is, I hope you. Well, if it's the evening or nighttime, I hope you've had a great day, and I hope you're settling in for some awesome-ish D&D, and awesome.
Wow.
Wow. I hope you're settling in for some.
Feel that
Dungeons and
encouragement, you guys.
Oh, that's muted. You're muted. It doesn't matter if you're on it. Really doesn't matter. You're muted as you said that awful thing, so that's fine.
I said keep your expectations low, and then they won't know any better.
And if your day is just getting started, well, then I hope you have a good day ahead of you. I hope work isn't too crap or school isn't too crappy, and you're able to get. Oh, it's 6 a.m. Emily. No, it's 6 a.m. No.
Bo.
You know what? Skip work or school. Watch this
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah, Emily, I'll tell you what. Yeah, just phone in sick. Tell him I said you could phone in sick. It's fine. I'm sure.
Yeah. Declan will pay you.
Declan has a mortgage payment coming out of his account tomorrow, so Declan shan't be paying for anybody. If you have bills, go to work. If you don't have bills, don't go to work. Anyway, we rolled for the recap ahead of the session, and the lovely Mooney is to recall the events of chapter 20, A Ghost Among Us.
It's me.
It's you, baby.
All right. So, just going through my wee notes at the minute. So we arrived at Gorton Town, and it was late evening, and we bumped into a guy that was like holding down the door and like not letting us in. His name was Fergal, and he was a very pretty Goliath. He basically was like, no, you can't come in because you've got a ghost among yous, and the ghost was Nullera, and he was just like not into her at all, and basically was saying to Lunasa, the Wood Witch, that she knows the rules, it's Winterclaw lands, and the ghost has no permission to enter Gorton, but we have to go into Gorton because it's it's the beginning of the end, and we have to, go and get things to go on the pilgrimage up the Silver Stairs. But Nullera was marked, and he was like, nah, no, go away, we don't want yous. So I had a really good idea that I could make her invisible, and we can go in anyway, and they wouldn't really know that she was there. But the problem is that my magic didn't actually work for whatever reason, and the invisibility failed, and, they all, we were all like, nah, it's not gonna work. And then a big horn blew, and then this big 6'4" other Goliath woman came in, and she was like, wise up, like, yous aren't coming in, and basically said, go away. So we went away, but then me and Lanassa decided just to go in ourselves to try and get a few things without the ghost. And we went into a tavern called the Bloody Knuckle, and there was a bartender called Garn, and he was like, aye, here's some things, you know, you don't have to pay as long as you just get out of here. And then I was like, I'm gonna go and follow this weird guy outside who was kind of like, you know, making a bit of a stink. And then he went over to a fire, and I thought it was a great idea. Like, this guy looks quite hostile. Why don't I go over and ask him questions? Because I've got level 20 intelligence, would you believe it? And he was like, you know, Nulla is a traitor, she can't come in. And I'm like, but why is she a traitor? What's she do? And it turned out she didn't do anything. It was her parents that did something bad, and she was just guilty by association. And I'm like, hey, that's actually not that bad, because it means that Nulla is, you know, a good one. And, you know, I went back and told her that you're fine. It's just your parents were probably, you know, not so keen on it. And then by that stage, Lannister came back, and Brassica apparently made a fire, and I don't really remember that happening, but it's in my notes, so I suppose it did. And Nulla saw visions of her father, and, you know, she was transported back to her family home. But this is a wee bit meta at this stage, because I actually wasn't here for that happening. But it seemed important, so I wrote it down anyway. And apparently her mother will be back from the hunt, but that was sort of a, you know, dad's gone to get cigarettes kind of tone to it, so I don't know if she would be back from the hunt. And then we had a long rest, and then apparently there was a blood-curdling scream that I don't remember as a player, so maybe we might be having a wee fight this round, and we might level up, but I don't think we will, to be honest.
Hurrah! Great job, Kat.
And that was,
Wonderful.
that was the last episode.
Take
Well done, Kat.
your
Yay.
recap inspiration.
I got prize.
And remember, use it this episode or lose it this episode.
I know I always forget.
We'll remind you.
No, you won't.
So does Melissa.
You didn't
Melissa-
remind me twice, you assholes.
That's because it's you.
Yeah, it's more fun that way. Okay, I think we're ready to jump in. The four of you stand just a little way from the edge of the frozen or not so frozen river. Lunasa standing just on the edge of the riverbank, looking down into it. The blood-curdling roar has stopped. Its echo now a whisper through the cave, swallowed by the wind and the noise of crushing ice roiling and tumbling down the river. It is about 40-45 feet wide from this side of the riverbank to the other side, and across it about a quarter of the mile up along the riverbank on the opposite side, you just catch the glint of the silver stairs curling around the side of a sharp cliff face. What are you all doing?
Lunasa turns around. As your very nice, welcoming, lovely tour guide, I might as well give you some information about the area. This river here flows fast. Jesus Christ, look at it, keeps going. But it also freezes sometimes, all the time. It's called the Frozen River, but you know, rivers don't freeze that often around here with how fast this is going. But you know your man, a great friend of mine, long gone, long dead, maybe alive, sure, I don't know, he doesn't talk to me anymore. Olam, sure, he's the god of the earth, the winter, and death, you know, and all that jazz. But this river was created by him. You know, the little sap, he murdered someone by accident, maybe not by accident, probably on purpose. And God, he was shocked when it happened. And he was like, he started crying his eyes out and the river became a thing, and then look at it. It's just massive. It's lovely, isn't it? A bit sad, but you know, we can't do anything about that.
Minnie dips her hand into the river and then tastes it. Does it taste
your hand's
salty?
frozen now, you absolute
Does it
dog.
taste like salt?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
No, I don't want to. Nope,
I
that's
told
my
you it
way.
was a frozen river. Who stick their feckin' hand in a frozen river?
Where the hell are my saves? There they are. Oh,
You've got good
okay.
constitution, Minnie. You're fine.
I do. Oh, 15.
Good girl.
Hey.
You barely kind of get the tips of your fingers into the river, Mooney, when it's a burning cold that courses into your hands are numb. The river is gritty. There's a lot of dirt and soil in it. And as you kind of take it out and you kind of look at it, and they're and it's worse. It's because it's such a cold morning. The wind kind of whips against the edges of your skin, and it just makes it so much worse. And as you kind of bundle your hand into the cup of your other, you bring a finger up and you give it a taste. It just tastes like water.
This is not tears.
You don't taste salt.
She's lying.
Did you say there's sheets of ice, broken sheets of ice running?
There's
down
large chunks of ice, that are just flowing down the river.
How wide did you say the river was?
About 45 feet.
Nola's going to walk up to the river's edge and take a deep breath, and she's going to whip the cloak off her shoulders and throw it at Lunasa.
Well, Lunasa is now buried under a cloak. You can
And
see
she's
this
just
little
gonna-
mound trying to get its way out.
She's going to turn around to the others with a bit of a manic look in her eyes and say, I remember this. We used to do this. We used to do this when I was younger. The first one to get to the other side wins. You don't want to fall in. But if you fall in and you don't scream, you get extra points. My mom was really good at it. I was okay in it. But I'll show you. You'll get it real quick. And she's going to attempt to jump onto the first sheet of ice there.
Give me an athletics check.
Will I regret this? James, it's
One
your
of you is being
dice.
hunted by the predator. The predator, by the way, just as an FYI.
24.
Way!
You see Nolra kind of just... It's a little disconcerting. Nolra, for the last couple of days, has not been herself. And now she's acting the way she would if Reggie was around. And she's saying it to the four of you, but she's not really... It's like she's having a conversation with people that aren't there, that she sees you, she's responding to you, but she's looking past you almost. And just with a jump from the riverbank, almost like a cannonball, almost like she was about to dive or splash in, you see her just land hard on the surface, the sheet of ice. It cracks beneath your feet, Nolra. But you catch yourself holding firm. The ice against the palms of your hands is cold, but familiar.
And it's holding firm for now.
Yeah. It's not. It didn't smash. You didn't smash through it. It's just that, like, just purely by the weight of your landing. That's all. That it's just kind of the ice has just a crack has run through it. That's all.
She'll knock her fist into it twice, thump, and turn back to the others and say, and the more that you jump on, the extra points you get. So don't take the shortest route. And she's going to try and find another one kind of diagonally.
When you turn back, standing at the riverbank, you see your father and your sister, and she's wrapped in a large, heavy fur. And he's kind of embracing her, and she's kind of wailing, and she's crying. And you just hear a voice call out your name from the other side of the riverbank. Nolra, move it.
Do I recognize the voice, or can I see where it's coming from?
It's coming from... So you had turned to face the others. It's coming from behind you, and it's a woman's voice. It is stern and sharp. It is your mother's voice.
She'll jump to the next one, but not the most direct route. But she's feeling it a bit wiry and annoying.
Give me an athletics check.
Thank you, James. 25. These are all the Umbra side, the good numbers.
Bring those dice with you on Saturday. I'll have my people look at them. Actually, just for good measure there, just for the sake of it, James, would you just roll your ones just to see how badly they roll?
That's also a 15.
Okay, I'm having those dice checked. You've, again, as a direct reaction to what's been said, you whip immediately around Nolra and you leap onto the next piece of ice. It's not as large as the other, but it's definitely weightier. It's definitely thicker. And as your boots kind of land on the ice, you kind of feel a piece of it kind of crack away. You stumble forward and catch yourself just at the lip of the ice sheet. It leans forward for a moment, but you throw your weight back into it and you catch your balance perfectly.
She'll do that real nervous laugh where you're shitting yourself, but you're trying to act like you're not. And she'll give another knock onto the ice twice with her fist and look for the next one she can jump to.
You're about 20 feet across the river at this stage. The rest of you see Nolra just kind of taking these large jumps and then punch the ice twice where she lands. And again, she doesn't see... It's Nolra, but she's not behaving rationally. She's not like... This is a little bit chaotic even for her. And as you watch the ice just rush by, carried by this roaring river, all of you give me perception checks. Except Nolra, because obviously you're not there. You're looking to get across to the other side.
19.
20. Not natural.
24.
Come on, Eilish.
10.
Way.
Thank God for +7 perception.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. So everybody kind of sees it, but Lunasa and Mooney, you smell it first. The smell of blood, and you see just weird clouds of the river that's coursing by you. Is a dark stained color, darker than the silt that's being rushed along with the water. There are parts of it that at first maybe it'd just be thicker mud or a chunk of earth that cracked in and just is being carried away, but it's the smell that tells you what to expect. Then the rest of you just see the mangled corpse of a snowy owlbear.
No.
Just carried along, half clinging to a chunk of ice. Its body has it's twisted in a unnatural way, and chunks of it have been broken off. You see, as it drifts past, the edges of its feathers and fur frozen.
Luna says, is that normal?
Luna says, still under the cloak.
Who feckin' cut themselves out here? God knows what'll get you the spread of blood out here. For feck's sake, as she's trying to get her way out of this heavy ass cloak.
Then he lifts up the cloak.
Jeez, the smell of that one, feckin' hell.
Do you see it? It's like an oil bear and it's all like mangled and stuff. Are there any
Where
like
now?
predators? Over there! Are there any like predators around that we should be like looking out for?
Oh yeah. You're in the woods, love. You met feckin' wolves. God knows what else is here. You're a predator to me. Feckin' butterfly's a predator to me. Jesus Christ. What else are you expecting?
But it's in the water though. Do you think something in the water, like, you know, how do we gobble at it?
I don't know. Fish gobblebacks, probably.
Also, like, if we fall in, are we going to freeze to death or are we going to get eaten?
Probably both.
Oh no, don't like that.
But look, I don't know why your one is jumping across the water. Jesus, the fucking head on her. Is she always like this? She's a bit of a mad one.
So like,
Anyway.
maybe before we go, like that was a wee bit reckless of us. Should we maybe like tie a rope around our waists so if one of us do fall in, we can kind of like anchor them in?
A rope is not going to help you down this fucking river. I'm telling you now.
What if we fall in though, and we get like swept away?
You look here. Look, hold on. I have brought many across this river in my years. Many people have not got swept away. Many have, but many haven't. But you won't be a lot of them. All right.
Where's my inventory?
I have this wonderful spell that I think will work. Called Water Walk that I can cast on everyone.
But our feet are gonna get cold though.
You've got your sexy boots on.
Do you have my sexy boots on?
So I'm gonna cast Water Walk on everybody, bar Nolra because she's in the middle of the water already.
Okay.
Okay, I'm doing that. Oh, okay. Sorry.
What do you do?
I don't know because everything's crashed on me. Hold on a second.
I don't have hemp rope.
Well, no, honestly,
what kind of
the moment my Wi-Fi is after going down, I might drop in 2 seconds.
All right, well, let's just assume that Melissa gets everyone across safely. We're all good.
Melissa casts water walking.
Water walking.
Water walking.
Water walking.
What to do?
So that affects everybody up to 10 willing creatures. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and it lasts an hour. Give me, and it's also within a range of 30 feet, so you're not getting this at all, Nolra. So good luck to you if you fall in. Give me another athletics check, please.
Just be grand.
The rest of you watch as Lunasa just takes a little bit of the snow off the ground and just rolls it between their feathers a little bit, like literally melting it, and then just flicks a little on your feet, Mooney, flicks a little on your feet, Umbra, flicks a little on your feet, Diara, and then just spits a little on her own feet. And
then Lunasa will look. I'll show you now. It's working. I have great magic. I'm not like your one over there who can't turn someone invisible. And she absolutely takes a leap of faith and just runs straight in, trusting herself with all her might.
Lunasa hitches up her breeches and just says a silent prayer to her favorite friend Jesus Christ and leaps off the riverbank, and then with a heavy thud lands on the water. There's a little bit of a splash as you're. Yeah. It's cold. It is very, very cold. But you start hoofing it across. Are the rest of you following suit?
Mooney takes Diara's and Umbra's hands.
Oh.
Slowly make her way.
Cute.
That won't feckin' help you holding each other's feckin' hands. Just walk across the river for fuck's sake.
It was scary though.
Nolra, give me another athletics check.
I did dirty 20.
Okay. This time you have to wait to find a decent patch of ice. Everything that kind of floats past you, there's a shine off the surface that you're like, they won't support. You can almost see the water. They're nearly translucent. So you're waiting for something heavier, something thicker. And then you hear the others behind you, and you hear Lunasa squawking about just jump into the river. And as you kind of half glance over your shoulder, you see them all kind of leaping into the river. You turning back, you see just a small sheet of ice, a long sheet of ice that scratches into the riverbank and along the stones on the other side. And you run, jump, and keep running the entire time, the ice beneath your feet cracking and splintering, jets of water splashing and kissing inside your boot, the cold stinging. But you make it to the other side ahead of Lunasa, Diara, Umbra, and Mooney.
Suck it, Regiment! And she's going to turn around and look for him. And then realise he's not there.
Oh.
And turn back away from the others. And just look into the tree line.
The bank that you've landed on is just it's dirt and rock. And directly in front of you there's a sharp incline upwards. It is climbable, but it's not going to be easy. There's an outcropping about 25 feet in the air, and you see the roots of trees and brush kind of dangling down from them. Part of this bend in the river clearly floods, and the ice that falls and flows with the frozen river seem to be carving through the terrain here. You could climb this, or you could follow the riverbank easily enough.
She'll brush away a tear she felt coming out before she turns around to the others and look back and see that they're walking on the water and say, "That's fucking cheating!"
Aye, but you ran off though. That was a wee bit, not very
It's called
smart.
using your brain, love. You don't use it very often.
Did you bring my coat back?
Oh.
Oh no, that's on the other side of the river where it belongs. The smell of that, Jesus Christ.
Doesn't matter. I like the cold anyway.
So do I.
I like it better than you.
Sure you do, love.
Mm-hmm.
I can run back and get it for you.
No, Mooney. It's fine, thanks.
Sorry.
Could do like a version of this competition where we're just not at risk of drowning. We could still do the jumping thing if you want, and just not get swept away by a raging river and snuff it.
Do the last one. Regiment would.
Umbra
Regiment
looks over
jumps.
at Kat or at Mooney and Diara.
Vinny's already gone.
Are you going to jump it, Mooney?
Yeah, she's gonna jump the last one.
Give me an athletics check.
-1, baby. It's still not too bad. 12.
You run, Mooney, jump, your feet find the ice, and then you crash through, and you skid forward. Like it's kind of that weird kind of stumbling over a hurdle type of thing where you keep running, but the water just splashes up around you, and your clothes are a little damp, and you just kind of hear a
Oh no!
coming
She
from the
looks.
bag.
She looks in the bag. Is Braska?
Are you okay, Mooney?
I am Braska. You alright?
Oh, he's fine.
No.
He could do with a wash. He's okay. Come on, Braska, you're fine.
I saved the book, and he's holding. He's like he's got the book kind of wrapped in his little belly.
Oh, she takes the book. And she doesn't take him out of the bag. She gives him a little squeeze. Oh, is the book? Is it okay?
No, the book is fine. The book is warm.
Oh. She holds it close to her and gives the bag a little squeeze, and then just very kind of embarrassed walks over and just stands and waits beside Nolra.
I'm going to give Mooney a clap on the back because Nolra didn't think she'd actually do it. Well done.
Thank you, but that was I got all wet.
I know, but watch the state of them too. Watch.
She watches.
Okay, if you're going to make a run and a jump for it, give me an athletics check.
Nolra will stand at the edge in anticipation and preparation.
Yeah, because we all know what's coming.
Is Umbra gonna do it?
Oh no!
You got it. You got a 2?
I did, yeah. I did do that. That's what I did, actually. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Bye! Umbra swept away.
No!
You run, Umbra, watching kind of Mooney and seeing where they had landed. You've kind of found another sheet that you might be able to plant yourself on. You run, and at the last second, you just kind of feel your foot slip on the surface of the water, and you just fall flat forward and skid into the ice sheet and over the other side. The front of you is just soaked, and you come to a stop with your hands just in the mud.
Oh no! Then
Now
he
that you're
helps him
lying
up.
there, looking at both hands, your rings are on the wrong hand.
Why would you do that? And he just holds his hands up towards the rest. Why?
What? No, that was Regiment. It's how we knew it was you. It's how we knew it was you.
I'm pretty distinct in most ways.
I'll put a hand down to Umbra and yank him out of the mud.
Yeah, his hand is covered in kind of gravel. There's a couple of scrapes and scratches on it, and he's very wet and his hand is very cold. But Umbra, you are yanked up onto your feet, and encouraging slap on your back. Lunasa and Diara, what are you doing?
I got a 17.
You just
Still?
no.
I walked across already. I wasn't.
Oh, you sorry. Okay. Yeah, Lunasa, you're just not up for this young people shite of jumping on the ice and running across the ice. You're just no.
Wait my time, for feck's sake. It's like we're on a mission and they're rushing to get here, but look at them jipping, leaping all over the place.
And Diara, you got a 17. You're not quite certain. You watched one time as Nulra tried to convince Regiment that pond skipping was the same as ice shuffling, and that a lily pad would definitely hold him. And then you watched as he sunk to the bottom of the pond like a stone. Came out completely stinking of pond water. And Nulra just literally wet herself laughing. You shake the memory off as you watch Nulra yank Umbra out of the mud, and you run, and just as you leap, you spring forward, you land clear of the ice sheet, and a little bit wobbly, but you land on your feet on the other side of the bank. Your boots kind of covered in muck.
Fuck yeah, Diara! Oh my god, Umbra, you must be so embarrassed right now.
No, mostly confused and dirty and not great. Mooney, do you know prestidigitation?
No, I actually don't. But I do know if I could take my spells out and see.
Please
what I
don't
do
set me
have.
on fire. Please just...
Oh, I won't. Where's my spells? Do you have anything useful? I don't think that I do. No, I don't. I've got
I'll
nothing.
just change,
it's
fine.
Be dead for you a wee while.
I mean,
Nola
it's a
will
little
take out her
cold.
bedroll and she's going to wrap it around Umbra's shoulders, and she's going to do that thing that your mom does to you after you've come out of swimming, and she's going to rub his shoulders like really fast with her stinky bedroll. You'll be fine.
Umbra locks eyes with her the entire time.
Weird.
You'll be fine. It's all part of it. You get extra points if you get wet. You came not last. Lunas, that came last.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came last. I walked across the river like it was a bloody path, and you jumping around like a feckin' gobshite.
You have to take your fun where you can get it.
I'm having loads of fun. You're very entertaining to watch.
Right, well, where now? Go on, you're our guide. You know where we're going, don't you?
Yeah, to the silver stairs. Sure.
Cool.
It's over there.
Where is it? Where?
Come on.
Show me.
Come on. open your eyes. You
Where?
see it across the river.
I don't know where we are now.
Minnie grabs Nuller's head and tilts it over toward the silver stairs.
They're a little hidden by the bend in the river, and just as you feel kind of Mooney's hands just kind of squish your face and direct your attention slightly north, you can just see them, a handful of these stone stairs, just getting swallowed by fog clouds further up the mountain.
Does it ring any bells?
You can see them, but they just look like rock. Nothing comes to mind.
And can I tell kind of what time of day it is in comparison to how far away we are from the stairs? Like how long would it take us to get there?
On foot now, like walking along the riverbank, it's probably going to take you the bones of an hour, if not two. But it's still only early morning, so you'll reach the stone steps just before afternoon.
She'll kind of shake herself off a little bit and realize that maybe she was acting like a fucking idiot a bit. And turn around to the others and say, right, come on. Walk quick, we'll get there before it gets dark.
And he looks back over at the forest and sees the little cloak getting caught in the wind and follows after.
Oh.
Everybody following?
Yes.
Yep. I'll lead the way.
Will you now?
Will yeah.
Well, I'm going to try and walk as fast as Lunasa.
Okay.
Mhm.
So up front, there's a dick swinging competition between Lunasa and Nora.
Roll for dick.
Fine.
Umbra, Mooney, Dyra, are the three of you doing anything while Lunasa and Nora sort of try power walk each other up along the riverside?
Mooney's going through your storybook. She's just having it's been a little while since she just kind of went through it. She's just flicking through the pages, looking in the funny writing in the margins.
Mooney,
Oh, fuck.
give me a roll of a d20.
Oh!
No! This was just flavor!
And you shall have some spice.
That was a 6.
Okay. Do you have the spell Create Bonfire?
I don't.
You do now.
Oh?
As you're flicking through the pages of the book, there's another page.
What? They're stuck together.
No, it's not. It's not that it's come loose or that it was stuck on anything else. It's just as you were flicking through it, there's just another page. There's another story, and it's a story about a little flame that wanted to be a fire, and in its haste to grow big and strong, it became greedy, and it swallowed and ate everything around it until there was nothing left. And then it went from a roaring inferno back to a flame.
Wow.
A flame and an ember, and then a spark, and then nothing. As your hand touches the page, you learn the cantrip Create Bonfire.
Ooh.
Nice. Wow.
Wow.
That's so cool.
There you go.
And she's gonna look in the bag and she's gonna Brassica.
Mm-hmm.
No, you go through my storybook from time to time. I don't suppose you remember this story about the wee bonfire?
Well, sorry, hold on a second. I have a twirl bar. I'm eating a twirl bar, so I'm like, one moment. I'll get the Brassica voice in a second. Me. Mooney.
Aye.
That page has always been there.
I don't remember it though. I've read like all these stories like so many times.
I literally only read this one yesterday.
I've never read it before.
That's very good. It's very quick though.
I'll probably read it tonight.
Hmm.
I don't remember it. That's weird. Is there any writing in the margins of it?
None.
None.
Oh.
That's weird.
The page doesn't even have. It hasn't been, dog-eared or anything like that. It's the paper feels crisp and new.
Oh, this is weird. I don't like this.
Oh,
Just
it's gonna
like
scary.
Gonna like quickly flick through the rest of the book. Anything else?
Just a couple of crumbs fall out of it.
Oh no! I need those to keep my place.
Brassica has his little paw out. He's collecting them, and he just licks his paw.
I guess it must have just slipped in my mind. And she just puts the book back into the bag with Brassica.
Yeah, he puts up a little paw for it, and he takes it, and he's now just he's just holding it.
Oh, she'll walk along.
Diarra, Umbra.
Diarra's gonna fall into step with Umbra and just let out a big sigh and say, I don't think going into that town.
Gone entirely. Can't hear a thing.
Don't think going into the town.
Yeah.
Did her any good?
Well, no, probably not. Umbra is desperately trying to clean off his armor. Just really, really scrubbing at it. But not to the point where he actually loses pace with anyone else. So he's like doing that thing where you kind of jog and you kind of have to keep an eye on like your surroundings to make sure you don't trip or whatever. But he's trying to focus on getting his armor clean as well. And failing at both tasks pretty spectacularly. And he says, no, probably not. No, I don't know what does though. Not really sure what Nora would consider like meditative, or what's a mental health day look like for Nora, I don't know. Yeah, I mean violence is always an option. Hey, look, you could fight her. I probably won't.
She gives him a death stare.
Hey, do you know prestidigitation?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
You need some help.
Just like generally, yeah.
She just like wipes off his armor and flicks her hand.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And he turns and gives her a genuine smile. He says that, look, I mean, we get Reggie back. That's it. Like, that's all we got to do, right? It's that simple.
Something tells me following this chaos chicken isn't going to be simple at all.
I kind of like it though, because like it's been kind of hard being aimless. All we really did was start a rebellion and get a lot of people killed. So I don't know. She doesn't look like she's gonna get a lot of people killed, does she? He looks over at Lunasa.
Lunasa heard that and turns around, and all you see is a big teethy grin through a beak.
Like a big like Aardman chicken rung.
We're all gonna die.
And then turns around again.
We're gonna die again.
Hey, look, that's you get I was gonna say you get used to it. You don't. It sucks. It sucks. Hey, look, probably not gonna get hit by a lightning bolt. That's cool.
Watch her just appear out of a fucking portal. Hello.
Grim.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't be Reggie.
No, none of us can be Reggie. Why would you want to be Reggie? No offense
I
to
could
Reggie.
be Reggie.
No,
Sorry,
Mooney. You can't make a mason jar to save your dang life, and you know that.
She hangs her head.
Oh, Mooney.
None of us need to be Reggie. We just get Reggie back.
Okay.
Nola will
Okay.
stop hearing that and turn around to Umbra. She's going to jab a finger in your chest and say, and you're not allowed to leave again either.
He stops cleaning off his armor. He takes her finger where it jabbed him in the chest, and wraps both his hands around hers and says, "That wasn't a choice. You know I wouldn't leave if it were up to me."
Well, you wouldn't have had to if it was up to me, so. I fucked up, and I don't want to fuck up again.
Shut up. No, you didn't fuck up. Don't be.
Do I
Nobody
need to
fucked
slap
up.
you again?
Nobody slap anybody.
Nobody slap anybody
Well,
and nobody
slap
die. Again.
Well.
Okay? I don't think I could take it.
Well,
Nobody's going anywhere.
Anyway, Mooney,
Aye.
do you want to learn something cool?
Always.
There's a bird that hangs around these parts,
Aye.
and if you call it right, it'll fly straight to you.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
What
Is
do
it
we- What do you
Lunaso?
say?
Nuh-uh. Better than that thing.
Tell me.
It's the warbler bird, and it makes the most gorgeous noise. And if you can imitate it exactly, it'll come straight to you.
What kind of noise does it make? I want to make the noise.
It's really nice. Okay, you gotta kind of you gotta limber up, clear out anything that's in your throat.
Umbra covers his ears.
Proper. Get rid of it. And then it's really, you have to get it right. You have to get it just right. Okay, it's like a deep noise. You kind of have to. Whoa, 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 like that. No, deeper. Whoa, 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 whoa. Deeper and louder. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Louder, Mooney, louder. Whoa, 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 whoa. Brassica, can you help?
Brassica pops his head out of the bag. No.
What did he say?
How do you know that though? We've never been here before.
Just came into my head.
Like a little core memory sort of thing.
Like a telltale game. Mooney, try again.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, Luna,
I'm
so
gonna
do you
stop-
get like avalanches around here? Is that a risk? Is that something we should be afraid of?
Shh, Umber, she's trying. She's trying.
Probably.
I'm going to stand behind Mooney and just thump her right between the shoulders. Try again. We'll do it together in sync, okay? In harmony.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Stop! Oh no, please. No. Oh, your pitch is terrible. No. And there's just this knocking of a tree trunk. No. With me, and Mooney, all of you just hear a. The rest of you, that's what the rest of you are. Mooney, you hear this bird calling out just for peace and quiet. It was bad enough that I had to hear the snowy owlbear and its final shrieks of agony. And I'd rather hear that. I'd actually rather hear that for the rest of my days than that gargantuan noise bag continue to butcher the language. It's all in the nasal cavity.
That's it, Mooney. That's one of them.
I had he's a wee bit offended though. I think
Why?
that was like a massive, faux pas on our part, sort of
Oh, but you didn't.
appropriating the language and stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or anything.
Oh, no. There was no offense taken. Literally, what she was spouting was utter nonsense. It was more just the tone of it. As in the lack thereof.
Do you
Is
have
it
any
talking?
advice then of
What's
how
it
to
saying,
do it
Winnie?
properly?
You'd want to hit an A sharp. Just an A sharp will really bring out the rest of them.
Alright, I don't know what an A sharp sounds like though. Is it sort of like a ah, or is it like a oh?
It's more of a ah!
Oh,
Yeah, no, but go louder.
oh,
No, that's lower. You want to go louder.
oh.
Project. Push. There we go. We're getting there. Go for it.
Yeah.
Umbra
What-
turns
what-
to Dayara and he's like, "Why does this always happen? How does this always happen?"
Oh, here, now that you're here though, and you were saying about that owl bear, I don't suppose you know what happened here.
There's a fluttering of feathers overhead, and all of you could hear the warbling coming from inside the tree line. And now perched on top a thin bowing branch, you all see a red-feathered, grey-breasted, rather pudgy-looking little bird with a little mohawk of sharp, burnt orange feathers just going down from the tip of his head down along his back.
Cute.
Oh. Oh.
Hey there, sexy.
I'm so sorry.
Come here to me.
Are
This
you...
fella is mad about me. Oh my god.
God, she nursed me to health one time. I mean, I say nursed me to health. She overfed me on pastries. Again, I kept telling her I can't eat those, and no.
Ah, sure. Look at that. He's only spoken compliments about me the whole time.
She told you about all the people that have died under her watch.
I just sort of alluded to it, but
Jesus Christ. You know they went missing and they didn't die. I didn't have anything to do with any of this. I don't know what this nonsense is about. The whole time he's yapping it.
Yeah, no, she's horrifically irresponsible. By any chance, is she taking you to the Silver Stairs?
aye, she is. We're sort of like on a whole mission trying to resurrect our dead brother.
He just eyeballs you, Mooney.
So about that owl bear, I don't suppose you know anything about that.
Oh, it was torn in from limb.
Aye.
Mostly torn. I mean, all twisted and what. That was horrific business. Utterly horrific business. I'd have done something to help, but
Aye. Well, to avoid, that happening to us, I don't suppose you know what we should be looking out for.
Oh, well. The sludge.
Oh God, I hate the way that you said that. What's the sludge?
This horrific, this malicious, malevolent ooze that just seems to have sort of seeped out of the Silver Stairs, really, and just this horrific energy off of it.
Wait, what color is it?
Black.
Black. Oh, escandalo.
I don't know what that is, but we both said the same thing almost at the same time, meaning you must have possibly encountered the sludge.
Yeah, like a wee while ago, like somewhere far away.
Oh, well, then I'm sure if you survived it once, you'll survive it a second time, no doubt.
Aye. Wow, it's a wee small world, isn't it? It's tiny.
No, it's actually vastly huge. This is purely a coincidence.
Oh, aye. I suppose it's like a lot bigger to you, relatively speaking.
No, I'm incredibly well traveled. We migrate.
Where you migrate to?
Oh, here.
To my house. Whoa!
Anyway, we're just up here for the winter, and we'll yeah, you'll be grand now.
Well, that's fantastic. It was really nice talking to you, and thank you for the information. And again, I'm sorry for all the racket that we caused. We'll be sure not to do it again.
No, feel free to make as much racket as you want. I mean, you'll probably be making plenty of it as the sludge tears you and your friends to bits.
Oh, aye. We'll
But
try and-
remember, A sharp.
A sharp. Alright, bye.
He flutters his feathers a little bit and kind of gives himself a little bit of a shake, and then he scoots back into the tree line.
When he
What did he
turns
say,
around.
Mooney? What did he say?
You remember that black sludge back home?
Yeah.
Well, it's back. It's ripping apart Earl Bears now.
What do you mean it's back? Here?
Well, he was saying, I don't know if you can understand him, but he was basically saying that what tore that oil bear apart was a big, viscous sort of sludge, and it was black, and I put two and two together, and I can only assume it might be the same sort of black sludge that we had back home.
Why is it here?
I don't know. He said that it came down from the Silver Stairs, so maybe it's connected to, Canuck.
It came from the place that
That we're
chicken
going.
is bringing us to.
Aye, that Mum told us to go to.
Oh yeah, of course, Ma. Yeah, sending us straight into fucking danger. That's new.
Well, maybe she just doesn't intend for us to get hurt. It's just, sort of, unavoidable at this stage.
She doesn't want us to get hurt, Mooney.
Aye,
You
I
really
don't.
think that?
I do.
Okay.
Why do you think she wants to hurt us?
She's done it already. Enough.
I mean, emotionally, aye, she was a wee bit misguided, but I don't think she'd ever want to do it physical to us.
It doesn't need to be physical.
I know, but I don't think she's sending, the black sludge after us or us into the black sludge. She just, think it's sort of there.
Well, I'm not happy bringing all of you to face something like that again.
Well, you're not bringing us. We're all going together.
Go on, Luna, so you go first. I'll let you go first this time.
All right. There's nothing wrong with going over here.
Fucking thick. Go on then, we're following you.
Charmer.
You're going to just continue up along the path? Or are they riverbank?
Yeah. I'm going to continue. I don't know what they're doing.
I'm following, but I have cast Mage Armor because sludge.
Okay.
I'll go ahead of all the others behind Lunasa, but at a small bit of a distance of a few feet.
Oh, not so brave now, are you, lassie?
She won't respond. It will be difficult, but she won't.
You continue.
Your silence says everything.
Fucking kill you, Melissa.
You continue following the river and the path it's carved through the land, kind of following the edges of the cliff face and the mountains. And traversing kind of single file, the riverbank is just muck. It's frozen, stony, and you're starting to kind of feel it's seeping into your clothes, it's getting heavier. And you've been walking straight for a little while, and in the distance, you can see with every step the Silver Stairs getting a little bit closer. You have a better vision of them, and they're dull. The light from the sun overhead is peeking through the clouds, but the Silver Stairs themselves, where you saw it shine further up, ones here closest to the river, are flat, dull, and matte. They don't shimmer with ice, they don't shimmer with wet. They're just... The rock is lifeless. There's nothing magnificent, there's nothing glorious about these steps that are carved along pilgrimage trail. There's just rock. The other thing you've noticed is here the river is actually getting narrower. It's now only about 18 feet across the other side, though the riverbank on the opposite side is much, much thinner, and there's very little room on it. It's just rock face. The river is also frozen. Any water that's running is rushing underneath a large, thick path of ice. And where you find yourselves trudging now, you kind of skid a little bit because the riverbank that you've been trudging on has now completely swallowed by the frozen river. You're walking on ice. All movement dexterity checks are going to be at disadvantage while on the ice. You can skid forward at least 5 feet extra on your movement, but doing so can cause disadvantage. You see just up ahead, the final bend in the river. And you can see the base of the Silver Stairs. A small platform of rock with a winding set of flagstones climb up out of the river. And you can make out the remnants of what looks to have been a campsite, though long forgotten and unused. And you also pick up on the putrid smell of decay and rot. And you hear something moving overhead.
Minnie very slowly reaches into your bag and pulls out your storybook. What's that noise?
Definitely the only way forward, huh?
Yeah.
Go on then, Lisa.
I told you this way was more dangerous. If only we went the other way, but we couldn't because Mrs. Oh, Ghosty go over there. So yeah, we'll just have to go trudge ahead. Do you not think the stairs are absolutely marvellous though? My God, they're a wonder to see. They put shivers in me feathers.
Yeah, the kind of smell. Oh.
Nora's going to push past Lunasa. See you later. And
it's that smell. It smells like rot, and we know that oozes a bite, so why don't we go quite slowly on it?
Mooney, I'm not risking having those things behind us when we're climbing up a staircase like that.
I know, but what if they're ahead of us, though?
Well, then there's no harm checking out this camp, is there?
Alright, slowly, though. Slowly and together.
Yeah.
Right.
Nora will unsling the axe from her back and make her way forward to the camp. What can she see?
Is everybody following, or are you waiting for the scout?
No, I'm following Nora.
I don't think Umber will let her actually get all that far ahead. He'll keep step with her.
Diara, Lunasa?
I feel like Diara will kind of fall behind out of cowardice / I don't know, apprehension.
Do we have to go that way to get to the stairs?
Yeah, the other way was through Garton.
Okay. Yeah, so Lunasa then will trudge forward.
As she's walking, Nora will just say to the others in a low voice, hunker down a little bit, spread your feet wider. You're on ice now, and it's tricky. It catches you unawares.
Minnie tries to spread her feet as far as she can, but she's in a little apron dress, so it's not that far.
If you if you rip your dress a little, Mooney, it'll be easier.
Don't want to though.
Yeah, but I'd rather you don't fall.
I know, but I'm really thin, so I don't have to spread my legs that far to
Just be
center of
careful.
gravity and stuff.
You have a pretty high up like center of gravity though is the only thing, Mooney.
I don't know what that means.
What if I just go extra slow? Hobble along.
I mean, if we broke the ice, we could just walk on the water, right? That's what you did, right?
Yeah, but my spells don't last that long. I've been walking a bit more. You could go on. You're well able to try it, but I
Umber, don't do it.
do it myself. Full confidence in my spells all the time, everywhere I go, of course, but we do have time constraint stuff.
Umber, don't trust the chicken.
Minnie has Bambi slid all the way over to the campsite.
Diara, give me a perception check.
Ooh, 21.
Ooh.
There's a shadow on the ice.
Oh shit.
And
Where?
it's moving. It moved directly under you. The shadow passed directly under you. It is now split into two pieces, and it is moving towards the others.
She's gonna panic and shout, "We need to get off the ice. It's under the ice."
Can I see the shadow, Declan?
Can, because underneath the four of you, underneath your feet, the shadows have formed directly below, and they're thick and black. And the ice immediately begins to crack and spread out, and this thick black sludge just bubbles and drips out, clinging to the ice, the rock, and the water. And two twisted golems just manage to pull themselves out of the rock face.
Oh no.
Sludge oozing out either side like tendril webs, pulling at the ice beneath your feet and coalescing into these monstrous forms of broken snow golems. Their two forms defensively block the path to the encampment up ahead and the silver stairs. Roll for initiative.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Was that warning of being enough for Umber to do the thing that gives him advantage on initiative?
Touch yourself. Touch yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my inspiration because I rolled a natural one.
Oh.
And I don't want to go last. Oh, natural 20!
Yay!
Yay!
Good girl.
That's my inspo gone.
I got 8. Wow.
I got
Dirty
15.
20.
Wow.
Sorry, Eilish, you got a what?
15.
And Lunasa?
4.
Okay. Mooney, you have a free action with a nat 20.
Yes, I am going to absolutely just panic at the sight of these big ice golems, and I am going to hurl a firebolt at one of them.
Okay.
And let's see. I have to make an attack roll, +8. Oh yeah, that'll hit. That's what, like 24?
Yeah, 24 hits.
24 to hit and 2d10 fire damage. I should have all my dice ready, and I don't because I suck. 4 and 6. So yeah, that does. Oh god, 4 and 6. 10 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I don't think I have a. Oh no, bonus action, invisible. Boop.
Okay. Oh, no, you won't have a bonus action on this turn. You'll take because it's just
Oh,
a free
that's
action.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just a free action.
Mooney, you you see these two things just erupt out from beneath you. And again, you all you're now actually, you are on difficult terrain because you're standing Umbra up to waist level in the river. Mooney and Nulra, you are standing kind of just below the knee. And Lunasa, you are perched atop a chunk of ice, clinging to it with your talons for dear life. Dyer, from where you are, you're still on the ice, so you're okay. But if you spend your turn in the water, you are going to start taking cold damage. Just as an FYI. Mooney, as these things coalesce in front of you, pulling at the dirt, the rocks, and the ice, the sludge clinging to them, they form this blockade between you and the steps to the encampment up ahead. They're made of snow and ice. Their teeth are jagged rocks. Their hands are literally just frozen blocks of mud, coated in black snow. They sink awkwardly into the ground, half kind of pulling their shape up. It's like these things are trying to remember what they used to be or what they were, and the sludge is pulling them together. And as you twist the flames around your fingertips, and a bolt of flame just twirls upwards and you cast it forward, they both recoil in pain.
Both?
When the firebolt hits one on the left, the snow doesn't melt. It just gets larger. And we'll take our break there.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Fire make big.
That's
Cool.
not what fire should
That's not
do.
how science works.
That's crazy.
We will see y'all in 10 minutes.
We're all gonna be fine.
Yeah.
See you in a minute.
Yes,
Bye, boys.
guys.
And we're
And
back.
We're back. And what's Fiona doing?
Fiona, what are you doing?
Okay, what are you doing, Fiona?
Look at the cat.
I'm doing nothing.
Better?
Yay!
better,
There's
Eilish,
Yay. So we fighting?
We're fighting.
We're eating.
Oh God!
We're fighting. We're eating. We're now talking at decent levels. We're the whole kit and caboodle around here. You're welcome back to the second half of chapter 21, The Silver Stairs, with here Rise of the Forsaken on twitch.tv/D8 Dungeon, which is a bit of a weird callback because otherwise, how are you watching this? Anyway.
How are you here?
It's like when radio stations do callbacks. You're listening to 2FM. You're like, I know.
I know.
I put this on, so I know where I am. Anyway, I've been teaching all day. My brain is idle. Leave me alone. Mooney, you cast Firebolt at the ice golem. Where you hit it, the snow hardens and actually the sludge thickens. The snow golem has grown larger.
Oh no.
It's your action.
Oh God, that didn't work. She is going to use her last brain cell. See, that fire didn't work. And now she's going to try something dumb. And wait, do I want to do that? That's kind of low for first level. Let's see. Oh no, I do want to do this. I am going to cast Ice Knife on the one I just hit with Fireball. And I'm going to see if that hits. +8. It might not hit. 17.
That hits.
Oh, good stuff. Make a ranged spell attack on a hit. The target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Oh, really? I thought it was ice. Oh, okay, whatever. 4
it does
piercing
both.
damage.
Give it time.
It does 4 piercing damage, and let's see, it explodes. The creature and each creature within 5 feet have to make a dex save.
Okay. That's a 9 for the first one, and a nat 20 for the second.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, good. So it explodes, and the first one that failed takes 9 cold damage.
Okay.
And the other one saved. It's fine.
Okay. Where there was flames a moment ago wisping around the edges of your fingers as you watch the snow golem grow larger, a thought kind of occurs to you, and ice fractals begin to form at the tips of your fingers, and even frost clings to the edges of your fingertips. A blade just sort of manifests out of cold energy in front of you as your hand reaches down, touching off of the storybook, and you recall the story of the Snow Queen. As the ice just shimmers, it slices through the air. It explodes as it strikes the snow golem, and again, shrapnel and splinters of ice just explode out of it. They cut into the snow golem, and you see just these tiny little nicks dripping full of this black ooze all down its side. The other golem, when the ice hits it, it just breaks and shatters. Again, the first golem has grown much larger.
No, she'll give a nervous little squeak and she'll pop invisible with her Firbolg magic.
Okay.
And she'll
you blink out of existence.
slowly she'll use her movement and kind of like slowly Bambi slide her way kind of like away from the group. Trying to go
an athletics check.
-1. 16.
Okay. You're able to stay.
Oh, it's disadvantage? Disadvantage?
Oh, yes, yeah.
16 again.
Okay. It again, following kind of Nolra's advice with a wide foot, you are trying that. Maybe not as deftly, maybe not as dexterous as Nolra would like, but you manage to kind of scoot your way across the ice and the top of the river away from the group. You're now closer to Dayara than you would be the other three.
Mm-hmm. That's my turn.
Umbra.
How far from the riverbank is Umbra?
You're kind of right in the middle. So you've kind of to make it to the path, you've actually just walk up. To make it to the encampment, you have to walk up the river. So you're in the middle of the river.
Okay. Umbra is going to cast Fairy Fire in the middle of the two snow golems. They have to make a DC 13 Dex save, or all attack rolls against them have advantage for 1 minute. Sorry, DC 14 Dex save.
Oh, and beats it on saves, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so the first one got a 16, minus 2 is 14, but the other one rolled 14, minus 2 is 12. So the first one, the one that Mooney had struck with Firebolt and Ice Knife, the magic from Fairy Fire doesn't take hold, whereas the other one is just lit up.
And yeah, Umbra's going to start working his way. Yeah, he's probably going to do the fucking Gallon thing and like stick himself between the squishier party members and the golems.
Okay.
Like an ass.
Are you going to try to use your movement speed here to kind of block the others?
Yeah, I guess.
Lucky.
Give me an athletics check. Disadvantage.
Yes. Oh no. Oh no. That was a 3 and a 2. Yep.
Hold back, ladies. I got this.
You go to try and
okay,
put
that was unnecessary.
Between the golems and Diara and Lunasa, but you literally can't move from where you are. You cannot get a grip on the ice, and you're not sure if it's fear. You're not sure if it's the damage that's been done to the river, but it is difficult. And you find yourself kind of skidding and slipping on the spot, where still where you attempted to move from. Any bonus actions?
Nah, you ain't got nothing.
Diara.
I am going to cast Bane on both of them.
Okay.
They have this charisma save. Yes, charisma save of 14. Please.
Oh, Jesus. 5 to charisma. Oh, that's a 19 minus 5, 14.
Boo!
God damn it!
Fuck's sake, Jacqueline.
And then the other one got 2 minus 5, so that's minus 3.
Bane!
The first one isn't baned. The second one is, as Diara, you concentrate. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Umbra trying to stay on his feet. He's lost his balance on the ice, and he's struggling to stay standing. But you concentrate on the two golems standing in your way, and as you kind of find your teeth, you just fixate on both of them, and you see from where you are, Nolra and Lunasa, you see the ooze, the sludge, actually quiver. Bonus actions, Diara.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Nora.
Okay. The two golems literally, they just, like a snowbank just collapsing in over it, they fall over themselves and then rise up like a wave of ice and sludge, and they bear down on top of you, Nolra, Lunasa, and Umbra. Okay, so I'm going to make the attacks for our first one, as he isn't baned. The first one is going to be against you, Nolra. That's a 16 to hit.
Hits, yeah.
Okay, it's a 23 to hit on the second one as well, then, so both those land on you. That's 6 bludgeoning damage and 11 cold damage.
That's half for me.
Okay. Lunasa, it then swings out with the other hand on you, and that is a 17 to hit. 3 bludgeoning and 5 cold, so 8 damage in total for you. As it rises up, the first its left hand just comes straight down top of you, and it's just a block of frozen muck and stone and shards of ice, and just the ooze. You can see it just twisting and maneuvering inside, living inside this snow golem. It brings it straight down, and Nolra, as you bring your axe up defensively, the weight of it just crashes down on top of you, and you find yourself buckling, and then a large lump just falls free. It dangles from the left arm, and the sludge just twists it around, and it just again punches you straight into the guts. With a swipe of its right hand, it swings out at you, Lunasa, and it bashes it against you. And where it hits, you feel the cold sting and scratch and burn as it hits you. The other one is going to swing down at you, Lunasa, and Umbra, and Nolra. And that's a nat 20 to hit Lunasa.
Ooh.
Hey, Bane.
Oh, that's still...
You're the DM, you make the rules for nat 20.
Umbra is going to use his reaction to cast Silvery Barbs and force you to reroll that nat 20.
Yeah, that's only a 10.
Okay.
-4. I'll figure out Declan's rules when it comes to Bane and nat 20s. I decided, by the way, I was like, because I have like the last one at Gamerfest, when we were at the TTRPG corner, the Dakota Irish team gave me a little kind of goodie bag, and the dice in it are like these. You can't see because the way my camera and the lighting and stuff, but they are this like murky white and grey. I was like, I'll roll these for the sludge ice golems. That'll be fun. And I get a nat 20, and then James ruins it.
Good
job, James.
No
Good
discount
job.
for James.
Good,
So
you're muted.
A 5 to hit,
I already
hit
bought
Umbra.
a set. I've got him here.
And a 12. A 12 to hit Nolra. Nope.
Sorry. How much to hit
No,
Umbra?
sorry.
5. So no.
No, that's all good. Also, Umbra is going to give advantage to...
Lunasa?
Yeah, he's going to give advantage to Lunas's next thing.
Gross.
Running.
Running.
The second one, it bears down on top of you, Lunasa, and just you see it. You see this thing, and you see your life flashing before your eyes, because there's no way you're getting out from under it. And you then just see the ooze, this thick black liquid. This was here before, and you can just hear Umbra's voice calling out, like just you. It's like a whisper across the wind, and for a moment the golem's hand actually freezes just in this half second, and the black ooze inside it actually hardens, and the hand actually loses complete and total it loses control over the arm, and the hand just drops to the ground like a flop, and then the half second passes and it swashes out to hit Nolra and Umbra again. It misses widely. Nolra, your action.
Oh, so they're both on top of me, are they?
Yes, both are on top of you.
She'll just spit out after the one hit her in the guts. Which one was that? Is that the one that's been fairy fired or no?
Which one, sorry?
The one that hit me in the stomach.
That hasn't been fairy fired.
Her instinct is to go for that one, but she knows a little bit better, and she doesn't want Umbra given out to her, so she'll inhale sharply, enter a rage, and she's going to swing around for the one that has been fairy fired.
Okay.
For an attack. So I get, what happens to me with him? I get advantage, or what is it?
Yeah, it's advantage.
First one's a 25. Second one's a 14.
You've
Yeah,
fight
so I'll
against
take-
racing, don't forget.
Yeah, I'll take the 25 to hit. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That is 15 damage.
Nice.
Okay. You watch as it misses. Like it almost crushed the Ara Corcoran woman, and then it didn't. Then it seemed to hesitate for a second. It seemed to second guess itself, and it tries to hit you, Nora, and you find yourself again caught in this situation where you have to do the heavy lifting, you have to do the heavy hitting. And with your great axe and the pain and the wind, the pain kind of just subsiding, and the wind kind of returning to your lungs, you grip your great axe and you exhale a cold breath. You see it cling to the air in front of you, and your whole body shivers as you enter a rage. And you just hear, Nora! And you swing. You swing the same way that voice commanded and trained and monitored and watched and chastised and bore down on top of you every hour of every day. And you slice straight in to the leg of the snow golem and you rip through it. The ooze clings to your axe, violently looking for something to hang on to pull back. And you just, with all force, rip right through it. It lumbers forward a little bit. The tendrils between the severed limb and the body begin to twist and web together to pull themselves back. Bonus action.
So it's trying to reconnect itself?
Yeah. At the leg where you cleave through.
She'll extra attack at the exact same spot. Same one again.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah.
Why? Why am I attacking with disadvantage? You're frozen. I can't see your face, Declan. It's not moving.
Standing very, very still. Roll at disadvantage.
Oh, family trauma.
Okay, baby. Well, you're an asshole. Asshole. 13 to hit.
It still hits. You cleave right through, but you hesitate as you swing back the second time. Something causes you, and Umbra, you see Nora flinch, like physically like there's a reaction in her body. And Nora, you just feel a hand on your shoulder clench very, very tightly. Strong, firm, thin fingers, but all the same a grip that squeezes very, very tightly. Do better. And you swing. And you cut right through the tendrils again. Damage?
14.
Again, the ooze that you've just kind of cleaved through, you bear down into the leg itself, and you lop a chunk of it off. The leg kind of falls free, and the ooze just spills out of it like thick blood, like mucus and pus. This disgusting, pungent ooze. The smell of it catches in your lungs and nose, but you just feel the grip on your shoulder.
She'll just let out a roar. I'm doing the best I can.
Lunasa.
I am going to cast Suggestion on not the one, like the one further. I guess the one closest to me.
The one closest to you is the one that just had the leg hacked off.
I would probably do it. Yeah, no, the one closest to me.
Okay.
So by casting Suggestion, I can say something to it. See if it gets it. So You will not harm us, and you will go back where you came from. Off with you now.
And it has to make a...
It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 17 minus 2, 15. What's your spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 15.
The magic washes over it. Oh, I love these Dakota Irish dice.
Can I use inspiration to make anything happen? Didn't James give me advantage or something?
Is that the Bane one?
No, it's not.
Hmm.
Mm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How convenient.
Fiona and her sandwich disagree, Declan.
There's nothing left of that sandwich to be able to testify, so she's just eating the witness. She's just
It's an unreliable witness.
the witness. Yeah, no, it was the one that was baned.
Yeah.
You see it for a moment as Luna said. You point a feathered finger at it and you shake it and you tut. You all watch as Luna squawks and just chastises the golem. You don't know how to fully explain what you watch. The golem tries to move away. The ice and snow and the rock actually move in the opposite direction of you, Luna said. The whole thing shifts away as if you were commanding it to move. The black ooze stays firm, and the two are actually pulling against each other. There is this monstrous festering pile of just black gunk, a stalk or tentacle like just clinging to the ice, holding like a lasso onto the form of the golem, pulling it back in. It's going to make a strength saving throw, contested against each other. So that is a 12 for the snow golem. That's +2 for the snow golem. Only a 13 for the snow golem tears itself away from the ooze, and where it rips, it immediately collapses and dies. The snow just falls to pieces. The ice and chunks of rock and muck stain the ground like blood. The ooze splats down and immediately begins to web itself into the other golem. And it like a puddle, like a river, it just wisps and curves and moves and just snakes up inside the second golem. The mass gets much larger. Mooney, your action.
Okay,
Sorry, Luna's a bonus action.
I got nothing.
Mooney.
Okay, Minnie is going to basically just think that her magic is no good here, and she is going to cast haste on Nullra. So Nullra, let's go through it because I always forget what it does.
Let me write it down.
Haste. Righty-o, so you get +2 to your AC. Your speed is doubled.
Okay.
You have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Mm.
And you gain an additional action.
Thanks, baby.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
And let's see. And I think I'm pretty safe where I am. I think I'll just like hold tight with my movement and just kind of stay there.
Okay. As you cast this out, Umbra, you feel the magic from Mooney again, but there's something else here. And now that these two forms have kind of coalesced into one, the ooze itself it bears the same essence of Mooney. You can feel Mooney's magic coming from this ooze as well.
Well, that's unsettling. Thank you, Declan.
Noted.
Any bonus action? No. Okay. Umbra, your action.
Umbra's gonna get a little cranky at not being able to move very well, as has kind of been the way of this entire session. So he's just going to Misty Step himself out of the water. And how far is he from the golem?
The other one, you're only about 10 feet.
Okay. He will Misty Step above and behind the golem, and on the way down he'll cast Word of Radiance. DC 14 Constitution save, or it takes 2d6 radiant damage.
Nope, that's an 8. So definitely not.
Okay. 5 radiant damage, but I'm curious as to whether radiant is more or less effective.
As you just blink, and it's a mist that you all see Umbra just kind of disappear into and then reappear up and behind the golem, just a little way up along the river's edge, on a small outcropping, a snowbank. The magic, just, you see him light up this warm golden color, and it just rushes out of him like a wave, and it wraps itself around the golem, and the ooze just devours the light. It's gotten bigger.
Aha! Oh. Yes, very good. Tremendous.
Bonus action. Oh, your bonus action was the Misty Step.
Yeah, it sure was. But now I'm right up in its grill, so that's fun.
Diara.
Okay, so I had a plan, and then James ruined it.
Fuck's sake, James.
So, if and we're all pretty much in proximity of it now, right? Like,
yeah.
If I cast Shatter, is there a point that I can hit where it's on the peripheral of it, but we're not? You know what I mean? So if I cast Shatter on the rock face, will it? And
what's the range on it?
60 feet.
Of no, but like the
10 feet.
The only one you'd more than likely hit at that point, if you're trying to be clear, like, you're either going to hit the group or you're going to hit Umbra.
Is it very tall? Could you cast it over it?
It is.
Yeah, if it's been getting increasingly bigger.
I mean, I meant more like in terms of its mass. It was getting bigger.
Okay.
Like it wasn't growing a foot each time.
I mean, if not, just hit me. It's fine. I probably won't die.
You could probably cast it at its feet, closer to, we'll say, to the riverbank than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, low and to the riverbank is probably the best bet.
Okay, so she'll aim for that then.
Okay.
And it's a con save again of 14.
If this one is not banned.
This one is nothing.
I mean, yay. Oh, only +2. 12. It fails.
Hooray!
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah, I'm also delighted. I can't wait to see what happens.
Wait. Oh, yeah. It's going to explode. Because it's going to implode. Because it's opposite day.
I'm not sure if it's opposite day. Because if it's opposite day, it wouldn't be opposite day.
It's, hold on. I'm trying to find a third D. 8. You think I'd be on brand and have like several? Wow. 21.
Okay, definitely dead.
Hey.
You all hear ice cracking, like the ice underneath your feet begins to just shatter. Chunks of rock and snow fall off the sides of the rock face, where little stalactites of ice just rattle and then fall. And emanating out of Dayara, there is this resonance that starts as a hum deep within her chest, that travels up her throat, getting louder, and around her the air is literally vibrating. And she shuts her eyes for a moment and everything goes deathly quiet. And then just at the snow golem's feet, the air just ripples for a second, and then a scream, a blood-curdling shriek just rips through the air up into the cliffs and the mountain and the sky above. Flocks of rose-red warblers just erupt into their song as they explode up into the skyline. The snow golem is just obliterated in one blast. You watch as the ice and the snow and the mud are just blown clear off of it, till there is nothing but this thick, fat stalk of ooze just shriveling. It is drying up, it is becoming a husk of itself, and as it cracks, you see rays of just black energy dripping away at it. And the stalk begins to vibrate.
Oh no.
And it explodes outwards. Everybody give me a dexterity throw, please.
My bad. My bad. My bad.
Fuck.
You are looking to beat a dex of 13. On a fail, you will take 49 damage.
Oh shit! I got a nat 20. Sorry, guys.
How much damage?
49.
I'm alright.
Yeah. Bruh.
I have advantage. Is there any way I can like discard my advantage to help Mooney in any way?
Still invisible, Mooney?
Oh no, I popped back out.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 15 and an 11. I'll take the shit one if I can give the good one to Mooney.
Excuse me.
I already used that once today.
It's Christmas. It was my birthday.
Is this technically a disadvantage as well because we're on ice?
No, I got advantage from your haste
Yeah, but what about me?
and danger sense. I'm in
Okay,
danger.
I tell you what, I will say yes to that.
Okay.
That is that.
And what kind of damage am I taking?
49.
Oh, half that. Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Great. Delighted. Having fun now.
Thanks for doing business with me.
You're welcome. Thanks for doing business with me. I appreciate it.
Has
Either
anybody
got
else?
19 or 8, depending on if he is indeed disadvantaged.
You wouldn't be from where you are. You're no longer on the ice.
Love that. Love that for me.
How'd you do, Melissa? You're muted, but you don't look happy, so I think it's bad.
I got a 14 and a 9 if I'm on disadvantage.
But you got advantage from my silvery barbs, which will cancel out your disadvantage. So you got a
There
14.
you go. I got a 14.
Can I add the bardic inspiration?
Not after that, you can't. I think I have disadvantage.
I'm so excited. Can we add it? It's Christmas.
Yeah, I need to roll a death save.
No, you're okay. He let you use my good one.
Oh, what
You're
happened?
you're still going to take half damage.
So
I'll-
what's half of that?
25.
No, Ben, don't give him ideas.
Ben, we
can
can
I-
chat.
Can I use my bardic inspiration, Declan?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
That's D8, isn't it? Eilish.
D6, I think. Is it a D8? I should know this. You
I
told.
thought you leveled up. Good, let me know.
I really like the fact that your mic quality isn't great, so it also sounds like it's genuinely hold music.
It's a D8.
It's a D8.
Yeah.
What did I roll? 11 plus 6. 17.
So it's halved. And you halving that again?
So I have to take half the half.
Yeah. Well, you
Okay.
know, like if you now saying you passed the damage of 49, you take half damage on a successful save,
Okay.
and then you're going to half that again.
Hang
Yeah.
on, before all these shenanigans, since I got hit by damage, and I didn't make my con save. Haste ends, and when the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn, as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it. So I don't know if I'm
Kat,
okay
why
with
are you
being
ratting on her?
unconscious. It'll be the first
I
time
still get
I've been-
advantage. I still get advantage of the deck save because of danger sense. I sense danger.
Okay, we're spending way too much time on this, and I'm getting very, very bored. So I can only imagine the people at home are going, "What the fuck? Who gives a shit? Just roll the dice."
I don't mind being unconscious. It'll be the first time I've been unconscious this campaign.
Oh,
It's a treat,
you.
let
Wow.
me tell
For
you.
you.
You know what? I'm just gonna, roll over and have a little sleep.
In the icy water.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. Mooney's unconscious. The rest of you are, well, with the exception of Jayara, you're battered by this awful energy, this crackling, burning, cold sensation. Jayara, as you continue the scream, you repel the energy. Your magic just holds up like a wall, protectively, a barrier between you and this necrotic wave that just erupted out of the ooze. Mooney, you are sent flying back, and you hit the wall of the cliff face, and you slump unconscious. Lunasa, you are knocked back down the riverbank, kind of skidding into a chunk of muck. Nolra, you hold fast. And you feel something in your hands as a slight crack has drifted down the handle of your axe. And the grip tightens on your shoulder. Umbra, you are knocked off the bank and you tumble down into a snowdrift, but you can see the flagstones of the encampment just a little way up the river, and beyond them you see the silver stairs. Something slides and drifts down into it like a shadow just being swallowed by light, and the stairs begin to light up as they catch the sun's rays.
This worked out. Well done, everyone.
Is Mooney in the water?
When you know she's like lying slumped down on herself, in a seated position on like just the skinny bank on the other side.
Is she near Diara or Umbra?
She's near neither.
Where's Brassica?
Can I make my way over to her and carry her and bring her to whoever is closest?
Yeah. Well, you have a choice, kind of Diara, and you were kind of halfway between both of them. But
Who do you love?
there's a
Who do you love most?
Who always has been healing us better? She's going to go to Diara.
Noted.
I mean, she's going by what she's seen the last few days.
Are we out of initiative?
Yeah.
Natural one and a death save.
So she's going to
Hurry
cast
up.
Mass Healing Word,
Yay.
which is 1d4 plus 3. 1d4. Wow, 5.
Wow.
Wow.
What do you say?
Wake.
Ow.
If only it was that easy.
Oh no.
You all hear Diara just softly, soothingly call out the word wake. Everybody recovers. You said mass healing word?
Yeah.
Everybody recovers 5 HP. Tony,
Hello.
you can feel everything. Everything is dark. Everything is swirling all around you, and you can feel the essence magic. You find yourself just floating. Everything is at your fingertips. Every sensation, every sense, every experience, all the energy of everything all around you. You can feel Diara's magic. You can hear the word. You can remember her voice. You can feel vibrations of her heartbeat. You can feel and taste the essence of magic. She speaks the word wake. You feel a great energy beyond, far beyond, over the mountains and deep into the dark skies beyond. But here and now, as the magic washes over you and you devour it hungrily, you just feel something slip its hand into yours and just gently press the top of your hand. We're home. And then you find Nora, Diara, and Lunasa just looking down at you.
Home.
Mooney,
Hello.
are you okay?
I'm sorry. My aim's still it needs a bit of work.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Minnie just looks at her own hands.
Mooney?
What do your hands look like?
No change. They just look like hands.
She reaches up to the sky and just tries to pinch it and pull.
Oh, fuck, she's okay.
Not grabbing anything, nothing to pull at. That was really weird.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what that stuff did to you. You just kind of went down like a sack of potatoes.
Where's home?
Home?
What do you mean?
I don't. I was at home for a moment.
In Canuck?
No. Not that home.
Oh, like my home, that's this home that I don't remember?
No.
Oh.
It was sort
Declan.
of empty and it was actually kind of nice.
Well, do you want to maybe get up out of the muck and the cold? That might be nice.
Yeah, this doesn't feel quite good.
Let's say your bum's all freezy weezy. Up you get.
She lurches up and she looks into your bag. Is Brassica okay?
Brassica is kind of looking at you a little weakly, and he just kind of shakes his head a little bit. What happened?
Well, I hit my head, and I went home. Does she recognize the voice?
No, you've never heard it before.
Was it like a masculine or feminine voice?
It was neither.
It was nothing. It was all nothing. She's just kind of like looking at Braska with blank little eyes. She just like picks him up out of the bag and just casts Goodberry. And she just gives him a little berry.
While she's kind of feeding Brassica, can Umbra use his arcane conduit to cast Detect Magic and kind of focus it on her and whatever remnants are left of the golem?
Yeah. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Beans. Okay. Hey, Declan.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about nat ones on that wisdom saving throw? Good?
You concentrate on the golem and the energy between it and the link. It goes much deeper than just this creature that absorbed Mooney's magical energy. As you kind of hunch down and you kind of placing your hands over the remains, just honing in on your eyes shut to the sounds and the distractions around you. The wind just kind of whistles past your ear. And you feel a pit in your stomach. You need to feed.
Oh!
And nothing will save it. But Mooney's energy.
Oh no!
From here on out, every day that goes past, you will begin to suffer the effects of exhaustion. Until you feed on that energy.
No, Kat! Oh no!
Eat me!
Eat me!
Ruh-roh.
Oh shit, lads. That's not good at all.
Nothing else will sate the hunger. Nothing else will do. Nothing else will bring you peace or nourishment.
Noted. I think that realization settles into Umbra in a way that he doesn't really have a point of reference for, or B, any real capacity to process in a kind of a conscious way, beyond feeling generally kind of grossed out at the concept, kind of revulsed at himself. I think he's going to tear himself away from the group and make steps towards the encampment.
Okay. Lunasa, what are you doing at this point?
Am I kind of further back from everybody a bit because I got pushed back?
Yeah, you'd have been kind of, let's say, closer to Umbra than the others.
Well, that was a new one for me now. I didn't expect a bit of separation going on there, but a bit of separation is good sometimes. It helps us out. We can't have issues all the time. Anyways, you're all right. You look great, stunning. Your man looks a bit pale, but sure, look, we'll have to deal with that some other day. Come on, up we go, off we go, on ahead. No point waiting for any more sorrows, monsters, God knows what.
Then he's just going to sit in the dirt a little while.
Come on, up you get. No, up.
3 mile stare. That like the dream she had in the void of when she was just unconscious there now, was it similar to the one that she had the other night when she was in a void pulling at a loose thread?
Similar, but the first dream was like plunging your head into underwater in like in a bath. This time it was like swimming in an ocean.
She's going to think real long and hard. Does she have any memory of her home? Like before the orphanage?
There was nothing before there was kind of...
There is nothing. There is nothing. She's gonna stand up. She's gonna look down at her dirty little dress with her 5 hit points. Ow. That really hurt.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Why did you do that for?
It was an accident.
I hit my head real hard and now nothing makes sense.
As opposed to before?
Well, nothing ever made sense before, but now I think there's like a deliberate cause to it not making sense, and that was me hitting my head.
I'm sorry.
Well, at least I have an excuse now.
You only give one of your berries to Brassica. You should have the rest.
Oh, I forgot all about those.
Yeah.
I'll eat one berry and heal another hit point. She looks down at Brassica again. Is he okay?
Oh yeah, he's got his little paw up for another berry.
Yeah, she puts the rest of the berries in the bag.
Mooney, no! Mooney,
I can only eat
no!
one. No, it fills the stomach of a grown man.
He's going to eat the rest of them.
He's like a badger. He can eat as much as he likes.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, welcome to the club.
That was the first time I passed out though. Daria, how do you do this?
I wish I could say it gets easier. But it's...
Was the little dream that she had pleasant? Sounded nice.
When you think about it, there is a tinge of nostalgia of a longing for something that you didn't know you were missing, Moni. So while there's a faint warmth to that memory, to that dream, to that thing, there's a vacuum, and it's just filling full of longing and sadness.
Oh.
Now she's back in this dump and everything hurts.
Oh.
Yeah.
She kind of gets a little bit somber and just slowly trottles, like Bambi slides back over to Umbra.
Mooney, be careful!
You all watch as Mooney very sullenly just sort of slides up the river, kind of between the remains of the snow golems, towards Umbra, who's kind of climbing those flagstones up towards the encampment. And Umbra, this outcropping is only about it's about 10 feet over the river. And from here, you see another path that just winds along, very, very short one, but it winds along the edge of the river and stops at the first step of the Silver Stairs, which are a sharp ascent up and into the mountain. The encampment looks well abandoned. You don't know when the last time this place had been used. Everything here is weathered and worn and frozen.
He starts poking around, not really pointedly, more just to have something to occupy his mind, and starts poking around to see if there's anything that can be salvaged, potentially for the journey, and kind of focuses all his attention on that.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Uh, 17.
You're kind of rummaging around what's left. There's like the tethers of a bedroll, the collapsed skeleton of a tent, a ring where there was maybe a small fire lit. Whatever shelter this encampment once offered, it's since gone. It's actually, right as it is right now, it's just openly exposed to the elements. The wind whips all around you. But carved into the rock, as you're just kind of like rummaging around, you find just on the edge of the encampment, you just see a small little etching carved into the stone, very crudely, very roughly, and it's almost smooth at this stage, like it's been battered by the elements for so long. You can barely make out the shape. It looks to be a very, very small heart. And you just see one name. Lunasa.
Um,
Thank you for the raid, Manapot Studios.
Oh my
Hi.
goodness. Hi guys.
Hey, we're finding out about crushes.
Oh my god. It's very sexy.
Sexy, very sexy.
He considering what he's coming from and what he's gone into with this, I think he just stands staring at that for longer than he should.
Oh.
By now, the rest of you have kind of made your way up the flagstones. Looney, followed by Lunasa, Diara, and Nora. You all clearly see the path leading to the silver stairs. What are you doing?
Claire's gonna walk over to Umbra and just put a hand on his back and be like, "What are you staring at?"
He tenses up a little bit at her touch. He says, "There's a little carving there. You see it?"
Do I see it?
Yeah, he's clearly pointing it, yeah.
Do you think it's that one?
How many other Lunases do you know?
At least. No, none.
Yeah,
Weird.
probably.
Lunasa trudges on over to the stairs and then turns again in her tour guide mode. Well, this is the stairs. They feckin' lovely. Now, I know it's a long way up and it's a trek, but sure, that's what a pilgrimage is all about. Up there is the start of our path, where there's 3 temples. The first one we'll meet is on Temple Moor, which is the large temple for all you small ones down there. And sure, God, when we get up there, I'm sure there'll be loads of monks and visitors and all that. So get on, clean yourselves up a bit, and we'll look well going up to them. A nice start to our journey.
Nora's gonna look around at everyone.
This is the start of our journey. Just
in a fucking state, and just say, "Yeah, we're doing great. We all look great."
Sure, you'll shine up well. And she spits and then gives herself a rub.
You or me?
I do it to me. Not you're too far away.
Good.
I'll get you later.
Don't fucking touch me.
Are we
So,
following Luna's
Are we going
upstairs?
up?
Just give us a second.
Give us like 1 hour.
You're the ones going all about. Oh, we got to get on. Come here, get there. Get
Look, my
there.
sister's in bits. Can you help her? Help me, sister, there for a sec. Do something useful, will you?
I'm on death's door. I don't like what time is it? Maybe we can take like a wee short rest, you know, kind of.
Go on, Mooney. Let her do something useful. Go on.
I can make a tiny hut and we can
Dara,
take a long
shush.
rest.
The
I
chicken-
could make
the
a
chicken-
bonfire now as well. I forgot
Mooney.
to mention that. Aye.
The chicken's doing something.
She had berries in her pocket. She might as well eat them. They're great.
Oh no, they're gone. Badger got them.
Yeah, I
Oh.
ate them all.
Braska pops his head out of the bag and it is just his whole little face is just covered in berry juice.
All right.
She lifts them out of the bag and kind of like holds them.
General, my tummy, I'm gonna be sick.
She cuddles them.
No, don't squeeze.
She wants to feel something.
No, no. Okay, you did it. You squeezed the badger. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That is
God.
a 2 minus 1, giving Braska a 1 on his constitution.
Whoops.
He literally just upchucks a bunch of good berries. Like he literally just and there's just a splat of good berries on the ground.
They're fresh. You should definitely eat them. They'll help you loads.
Please help my sister.
Oh well, you know I can never refuse a please. And then she'll cast Healing Spirit. At level 3.
Okay.
What does that do?
I didn't catch that either, sorry.
I just said, what does that do?
It effectively summons a little spirit that lasts for up to a minute.
Yeah.
And it restores hit points.
Cute.
1d6 for the hit points.
What does it look like?
It's 2d6 actually.
Oh, sorry, level 3, it's 2d6. Okay.
Because of I'm using it at level 3, so she heals 7.
Okay.
What does it look like?
How many hit points do I heal?
It's an animal of your choosing, and it's a little animal of your choosing.
Oh, it's just a mini version of me. It looks
Chicken.
exactly the same. It sounds exactly the same. And gives enough jib that it just heals you. The words out of his mouth is just the most healing thing you'll ever feel.
It just sounds like an Animal Crossing character.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
This little thing kind of hops around and just scratches at the dirt the way that a chicken would, and it kind of gives you a little peck, Mooney, and you again, it just kind of tends to just seems to kind have taken a shine to you, and it kind of nuzzles into you a little bit, and yeah, you with its presence around you, and you feel the magic coming off this thing. You feel invigorated. You feel an energy kind of just beginning to course into your body. And Umbra, you feel the energy radiating out of Nulra just get stronger. The magic, the essence, the hunger, all of it.
Out of Nulra or Mooney?
Oh, sorry, out of Mooney. My bad.
How much do I heal?
7.
7 this time round, and you can heal up to what's your spell casting ability modifier?
+4.
So you can heal another 4 times.
I will continue to heal her.
Oh.
Yeah, this chicken it's just gonna bop around.
Another 7.
7.
And 11.
11.
And one more time. 4.
Way.
Okay.
Wow.
As you all kind of sit there trying to get a little bit of catch your breath, a small bit. Are the rest of you taking a short rest, or what are you doing?
I don't think Nora would. I think she'd be too on edge. She'd let the others rest.
Mooney
And
doesn't have to anymore.
She actually would go up to Lunasa and begrudgingly say, "Thank you." But
Sorry.
real quick.
Sorry. What was that? I didn't catch here yet.
Thank you.
Come down. Come here to me. Come here to me. You. Down to me. Say it again.
She'll crouch down like half a foot. I said, thanks.
You're welcome, love.
With that, and kind of after taking a small rest to catch your breath and gather yourselves, Lunasa champions the group forth once more, beseeching you with, well, she says lots of facts. She only tells you that the stones were cut by dwarves, or at least a bunch of dwarves who claimed credit that they were the ones that did it. But the monks will tell you probably a very different story, that they did it to reach Olam and to be closer to death than to understand what it is. It's very conflicting, and all the dwarves are dead, or mostly dead now. Sure, who knows? It's just a lot, and you're kind of grateful for the wind that whips back and forth here in the stairs, because a lot of what she's saying is drowned out by it. Though she does manage to occasionally even be louder than that. For all the wind's blustering and for all its shrieking, you are actually guarded on either sides by the rock face. The stairs here are carved into the mountain, climbing upwards and inwards. And you feel the heat in your legs. You feel the strain on your muscles as you climb. The stairs themselves are sharp, jagged, flat basalt stones. But there is a shine on them, and when the sun peeks through the dark clouds overhead, you do have to shield your eyes from the light that bounces and reflects off of it. And just when you feel like you can't climb anymore, you can't pull air into your lungs, that the exhaustion is going to just crumple you, Lunasa reaches the crest of the stairs, and with a shrill cry of delight, she bursts into what is a sprint for her. The rest of you see, just peeking over the edge of the top of the stairs, a single spire poking up into the clouds overhead. And you can't help but find excitement. There is something about this experience, and it's not just the grand tales that Lunasa was telling you about the temple. It's this magnificent, if not slightly gaudy. And if she was building a temple, she wouldn't build it that way. But she's not an architect, and she's not a construction worker. She's dated a few, but she's not a construction worker. But she wouldn't have built it that way. But it's grand nevertheless. This magnificent palatial temple, the temple of Mor, the temple of descent. Your feet finds flat ground, and the four of you find yourself staring, not at some grand temple, not at some palatial grounds, not at some devout, holy site, but at ruins.
Oh.
This once great house, this once great temple devoted to Olam, is nothing but a shell of itself. A large, heavy, black stone door guards the front entrance. And you see Lunasa pass straight through it. And we'll leave chapter 21, the Silver Stairs, there.
Oh.
We'll pick up with chapter 22, 2 weeks' time, Hope and Denial.
Hope and Denial.
Sounds lovely.
Thank you all for joining us this evening.
Oh my goodness.
You have been watching Melissa as Lunasa, Kat as Mooney, Eilish as Diara, Fiona as Nulra, and James as Umbra. I'm Declan, and I am your Dungeon Master. We are D8 Dungeon, a group of Irish tabletop role-playing game enthusiasts who love telling stories, who love having a laugh, and who love sharing what we do with the world. You can catch us here every second Monday on Twitch for Rise of the Forsaken, And every second Friday, we release a podcast series called Romancing the Dungeon, a whole other adventure in a whole other world with a whole other group of people playing out. We're into our second season, and it's coming to an end very well. No, it's coming to an end for us very, very soon. Mostly coming to an end for everybody else for another couple of weeks. Just to quickly mention our friends and our sponsors and people who are really, really good to us here at the show. First and foremost, if you're looking to pick up some Christmas gifts, or for yourself, you're looking to start a new campaign or even a new player, you head on over to the Rook and the Raven, and you can get your hands on a very, very cool player journal or a campaign planner if you're a DM. And if you use the code D8Dungeon, you'll get 15% off your order at the checkout. And as a brief reminder to anyone that is only just joining us, a challenge has been laid to Fiona, who desperately and so subtly has been asking for a level for the last couple of weeks and months, that she needs to get the Discord, she needs to get the Twitch channel up to 300 by the end of...
Tell your friends. If you don't follow us already, follow us now. It's very important. I'll get a level, and I will give you so much love in return.
That felt kind of empty.
A little.
The other thing to mention is we are, and we dropped this little announcement 2 weeks ago, but we've got a little bit more details for you. We are officially in the Dakota Irish Guild.
Yay!
And we're big fans, and those dice really worked out for me this session.
Where's my beauty?
Nice.
But
Look at this
Pretty.
we
so
got
shiny.
a discount code for you, and for the next month, up until the end of December, if you use the code D8Dungeon at the checkout, you will get 10% off your order. So plenty of time to save money on Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
For me, if you want to buy me some Christmas gifts, you can take that over there.
Don't, because if you buy him dice and they don't roll well, he'll just tell you that they're cursed.
Get the glitter one. Glitter one's
Don't
my
get them for
favorite.
him. Get them for us. I will appreciate every gift that everyone gives me.
I want to put them in my mouth.
Don't do that. That's not how the dice work. We are we're back in 2 weeks' time, and just to quickly mention, do check out some other amazing Irish and EU TTRPG streams. We look, it's no secret, we have a huge crush on Homebrew Quest. Everybody knows it.
Get them off, yeah.
No, you can keep those on.
Well, that's his choice.
Exactly. That's their choice.
So when Fiona says she's going to give you love, this is what she means. It's harassment, really.
I don't know. Maybe Ben likes it.
But we're also big fans of, and they gave us a raid this evening. Those lovely gang over at Manapot Studios. So make sure you're giving Manapot Studios a follow here as well. Some fellow EU TTRPGers. You've also got the Irish Pubcast with Sorcery and Shenanigans. You've got Heartfire Tales, and there's another one, Dice and Desire, just over in the UK. So do check out these other amazing Irish and EU and UK, because Brexit. The D8 Dungeon channel, where we bring hot takes. That's considered a hot take. And look out for our Christmas special coming very, very soon. Last thing to plug is I have 2 spots left for a very, very special Romancing the Dungeon event. James and I have been working on it the last couple of weeks. It is going to completely and totally change the direction for season 3. It has a huge impact not only on James's character Kyle in Romancing the Dungeon, but also the entire group of players, as well as the world and the entire story heading into the 3rd and final season of this campaign for Romancing the Dungeon.
Oh my goodness.
Would absolutely love. It's an event that we're calling a Reading of the Tarot. It's just, if you want to sow a bit of chaos, more information on that can be found over on our Discord channel. So if you think you might be up for sowing some chaos and you want to just keep me on my toes as a DM and as a creator, I would love for you to get involved. There's two spots left on that. Yeah, it would be great crack. We're looking for someone to play the Hermit and the Magician. Again, no dice rolling required, no D&D required, no D&D experience required. You don't even have to listen to the show. If you really want to sow chaos, that's a
Thanks,
great way to
Susan.
sow the chaos. So yeah, there's a little character prompt, and then you just have to vote on something, and chaos will ensue. One way or another, chaos will ensue. So from everybody at D8 Dungeon, big thank you for joining us this evening. And don't forget to check out Romancia Dungeon dropping on Friday with a brand new episode. And have a great week. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time. Mind
Bye.
yourself.